I hope. I hope nothing more will infuriate me enough to have a strongly worded 15-minute rant about. I really hope so. I, 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 I really hope that there is nothing left to infuriate me. Would be a fucking shame if there was. I unironically got used to just having Kinich. I just wanted to jump, press E, and across. Wow, like that boy is just fun to have for movement. Like unironically.
Quick,
Oh,
over
my
here,
man.
to safety.
Big boss. Oh.
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
She still knows voice acted. Oh, how is she? Children and fish have no voices. That just proves that Kinich counts as a child. It'd be hilarious if Child came in and he just wasn't voice acted either. It's Traveler and Paimon! They're here!
What's the situation? There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too. Okay. Fuck. Like, why isn't she wait. Why isn't she voice acted? Unironically, why isn't she voice acted? What did that tree just do? Look at that!
Stay safe.
Whoa!
We've got this.
I don't know how she plays.
Right here.
I don't know how she plays.
Check this out. That's the launch. That's up. Right here.
Man, I still don't understand how she works.
Right here.
I still don't understand how she works.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
Are they usually?
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Good. Phew, that was scary, but we did it.
By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
No.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back
Hey,
to help
Ethan.
her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient
I'm
name later.
fine. Genshin's pissing me off.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent.
I mean, it hasn't yet, but it's
All right,
on the
this isn't a
verge.
good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
For whatever reason, Kachina is just... She has no voice acting. Just like doesn't. And how are you, bro? I went earlier to play some board games with friends. Fucking... This. Dead Souls board game is fun to play with. But I can't wait till we get to my friend's birthday.
Looks
We're
like
buying
a few
her...
people were hurt after all. Oh, should
we're
have got here sooner.
Shut up, Molani, I'm speaking. We are buying her the wait, I'll actually pull it up. Where is? Oh yeah. Oh bro, yeah. Side stories you're gonna get sucked into. So, we're getting her The Witcher board game, which is really fucking sick. Like, it's a long story. She basically bought it for the shop to buy herself, but then couldn't afford it and hid it for basically 2 years. And now her bosses found it and forced her to put on the shelf. And whenever she's at the store, she's looking at the box of it longingly. And because of how she looks at the box, my mom actually had a brilliant idea of instead of buying her a lot of individual gifts, everyone would just pitch in together and we get her this. And she would just be so fucking happy. Wonderful idea from my mom. You never played the actual game? Bruh. So, a really cool thing about this is from the creators of the video game, right? This from the creators of the video game. And it's up to 5 player game, I believe. Yeah, up to 5 player. Each player has an individual, like, figurine piece. Everyone with a different look. And there is... Oh, that's an expansion. Okay, that's Magic expansion, sure. And everyone has different poses. Obviously, the minis have to be painted like so. It's fucking sick. Like so, right? And the sweet part is... the sweet fucking part is that... Oh, you can see kind of here. Maybe it is a better photo. It comes with a ton of minis for the monsters to fight. And the minis for the monsters are scaled to the minis for witches. So if something is twice a normal human size, it will be twice the size of the mini. And that's so fucking cool. Like, you can see on this photo, like, these are the witches. And some things are smaller, some things are their size, and some things are just towering over them. And that's so fucking cool. And all of us are nerds who are in love with the Witcher franchise. Just unironically in love with the franchise. So, we are all super hyped to play this. Like fuck. Like, one of my first conversations with her were, man, Witcher's so fucking cool. Yeah, it is, isn't it? By the way, check it out. I have the book in the original language with me. So yeah, this will be a wild thing to play. But yeah, the fucking sub stories, like the sub stories in Yakuza are so great. They're so fucking good.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters.
Yeah, it is. I actually okay, funny thing, right? Funny thing. So, Witcher 3. So, all of Witcher games is original content. They are not based on books. Witcher 3, Dettlaff. Yeah, Dettlaff. So, funny story, right? There is this guy in the games called Dettlaff. He's added in the third game's expansion, and he's a vampire. He's a completely original character. He's completely new for the games. He's completely new for the story. So he's uniquely unique, right? He's called Dettlaff. I fucking got to meet the guy that whose face they made into the game. Like, this dude actually exists. His last name is actually Dettlaff. And he's in the game just because one of his friends fucking made it. And he was like, you know what, dude? I'm putting you in the game. So they just put him in the game. Like, his face and name and all. He's just there. Oh man, have you? By the way, with Majima, have you done the Obatarian side quests yet? Oh fuck, I fucking love the Obatarian side quests. Obatarian side quests are wild.
Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge of anything, we just happened to be together. Still, I think it proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong.
Honestly speaking, you don't have to go from lowest to highest number. The numbering on the list is pretty stupid. So the numbering on the list is stupid because some sub-stories with lower numbers only get unlocked like later in the story. Like for example, I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass, right? But for example, a sub-story with number 17 could get unlocked in chapter 3, but sub-story with number 18 could get unlocked in chapter fucking 9. Right? Like hell. You sometimes will be doing sub-stories, and some sub-stories, like for example a sub-story like sub-story 3, will be locked behind doing sub-stories 7 and 10. So, yeah. Some things are just, And honestly, dude, like, don't do it. Actually, if you want to do it with a list, do it with a list. I wasn't doing it with a list. I was like just running into the things, because sometimes you just run into the thing. But sometimes, honestly, running into them is breaking the thing, because you're trying to get to a place and then a sub-story just starts by itself. So it's a bitch sometimes. So do it however you prefer.
It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
We still don't know when the final 2 heroes are going to appear.
That just means
I
we need
used
to
to
buy
smoke.
the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone.
I
Every battle is worth something.
quit smoking a couple years ago, but I used to smoke a lot. I mean, no, I didn't smoke a lot. I used to smoke a lot of weed. And when quitting weed, I moved on to tobacco. And when quitting tobacco, I moved on to vapes. And and when quitting vapes, I just stopped. Oh yeah, no, they suck ass. They absolutely suck ass. Like, you really have to get used to them. Nicotine cigarettes are something that takes a while to get used to. Like, man, the first time I had so when I started smoking, I was putting as little tobacco into my joints as I could, because you put tobacco in joints so it burns better, because weed does not burn very good. Like, it goes out real fucking fast, and you don't want that, so you have to keep relighting it. It's a bitch, it's annoying. If you put some tobacco in it, the tobacco keeps burning, and so the joint doesn't go out. And I was always like sprinkling a little bit. And one time, I went out with some friends, and this new guy was with us. Like, I didn't know him well, and he rolled a joint and put a fuck ton of tobacco in it, like 50-50, and that was way more than I was used to smoking. I blacked out. Unironically, like, we were just walking through a park at night, and suddenly everything goes dark, and when I get to, I'm on the ground. Snus. You mean like the white thing for that you put on the gums? Like that white thing? Oh, okay, yeah, no, because because what I was doing, I was also doing snuff. I was also doing snuff, and snuff is fucking wild. I used snuff whenever I had withdrawals from cocaine. I used to use snuff whenever I had withdrawals from cocaine, or withdrawals from cigarettes. It really helped out in the long run, but then I got addicted too. Snuff is basically tobacco that you sniff up your nose. You inject the nicotine through your nostrils. It's a sudden, just like in the face with nicotine, like all at once. And I was a motherfucker. I used to put a lot of it, like the real strong type, like the like the type in the black box that is like, yeah, when you go to the guy and tell him like, I want the strongest you have, he passes you the black box. That was the shit I was doing, and I would just make like 2 lines like I would of cocaine. I would make them with a fucking credit card on the desk. I would take a little paper piece, roll it up, put it up my nose, and then the second nostril. And I would fucking do it in front of our office cameras. From a position when they could not see the actual lines, they would just see me making them. And then running them. It was the wildest shit. It just looked like me doing cocaine. I kind of miss that sometimes, like that. But you should cut nicotine. It's cancer. It's cancer producing.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
I learned a few things you should know. Oh.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
Oh no, honestly speaking, when I would do like a bigger snuff or like more tobacco than usual, after I got used to it, like pulling back, you're a little bit dizzy, things are like a little, whoa. Yeah, I love that feeling, like, oh yeah, I'm good now. Oh, I'm fucking good now. Yeah, a little break from this. Oh boy. Yeah, that was my fucking favorite, man. But you should stop doing it. I genuinely miss it daily. I'm not gonna. Well, maybe not daily. Like once a week, maybe. Like there are situations where I would like, man, I would sit outside a building on some steps right now, smoking a cigarette and looking at the moon. Like very specific situations. Or like I would lay in bed right now with a lit cigarette or a joint in hand and just watch some TV show with the smoke reflecting from the light of the screen. Like there are moments like that. They are not super often, but they do exist. But it's so much fucking health-wise, I feel so much better. Like unironically so much fucking better.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
I can. I can. Oh, okay. So, to be clear, right? Okay. Some background work. Because you need to understand how upset I am with this right now. Because this is immediately pissing me off. So, the captain came in, attacked the Pyro Archon without speaking to her prior, without discussing things with her prior, just came in, attacked, and then got bailed out by some local. You later learn from the Pyro Archon, she has a plan to save the nation, but the plan is super specific. It has a lot of moving parts, and if one thing goes off, the whole plan goes to shit. But it's the safest plan they have, but it's super risky, but it doesn't sacrifice anything, right? It doesn't sacrifice anything. It's a risky plan that might not work, but if it does, they come out on top extremely. Okay? These people are involved in that plan. Captain calls you over, just you individually as the player, and is like, so, what if I told you that the Pyro Archon doesn't have, she actually has a different solution for the problems you have, other than the plan she's already put in motion. There is a different plan she's keeping as a backup. There is a different plan that she keeps in case the first plan goes wrong. However, the other plan carries higher risk. It carries a higher sacrifice, which she refuses to pay now. So she tries to go with this other plan that might not work. I'm like, yeah. Good. I agree. Like, I agree with her. And then you confront her about that plan, and she's like, yeah, there is another option, and I would rather avoid using it if I can, because it's not a permanent solution. Like, what we are doing now, the plan we have in motion, is a permanent solution. It is a permanent solution. It is a permanent solution which carries an absolutely minimal sacrifice. It's a risky plan that might not work, but that might fail along the way, but it's permanent and minimal cost. The other plan is not permanent. They will have to figure something else out after it. It just extends the clock. And the sacrifice they have to pay is basically the souls of people of this nation that passed away. And in this nation, the souls of people go to a specific place, and the memory of them is kept alive and built around their culture. Sacrificing those souls literally means erasing their history and their culture, because their culture is heavily built within their history. That is a major sacrifice. You're literally erasing your whole nation's history and culture. Basically, yeah, you keep the land, you keep the people, but as a nation, as people, you start from zero. You start from zero again. So it's a heavy sacrifice to these people who culturally put a great value on history and legends of before them, of people that used to live before them. How can the fuck she tried to be like, if I had the same information, I can't blame him for doing this. Bitch, if he has the same information, I can absolutely blame him for doing this. He's trying to do the solution that is not a permanent solution instead of the permanent one, and he's actively trying to do the solution that costs you, the people, more. And by the way, that second solution, that is not permanent, it can be done at any fucking time. So that's why it's kept as a fucking backup. Because it's not permanent, it costs too much, and it can be done at any moment. So if the original plan fails along the way, you have a backup. How can anyone argue that it's the better choice and they should do it. It's the dumbest thing I've heard. It infuriates me. Like, Genshin is infuriating me. It's probably because our plan is so risky. Don't. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time. Don't. Honestly, no point. It's going downhill.
We talked to Moika before
It's
we
going
left the
downhill
stadium.
super fast.
According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me.
What is wrong with the audio? Why is it so scratchy?
Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
Yep.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Because he hasn't. Yeah, and isn't he from Sezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence off with how many Fatui there are. Someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own, with a bit more information.
I want to join our garrison.
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle.
Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do...
I'm okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. All right. See you all later. Let's get together.
Oh, you bet!
Yeah, okay. But no, man, I get you. Like, honestly, no point in. This is so bad. This is unironically so bad that I cannot recommend it to anyone. Like, the actual exploration is fun. The new challenges they put are fun. The new characters are fun to play with. They're real good. And like, NPCs designs are real fucking nice. I like them. But everything just doesn't fit. The story's so infuriating. The characters are written so badly.
Moika! Oh, Chatsuka and Koichi are here. Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
Like, how?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
Like, how is the NPC character looking better than the playable character? The playable character looks like she's made out of fucking scraps. The NPC character actually has a design. And can you believe, looking at these two, they're supposed to be from the same tribe, which is supposed to have matching designs, like matching styles? Because I don't. They don't look anything alike to me. It's infuriating. It's fucking stupid. It's bad. It's. I can't sincerely recommend this to anyone. I considered giving up, but I've stuck through so much. I've been through with this for so long that it's hard. And even if I drop this now and come back later, I will still have to go through these infuriating quests that are written so fucking badly. I am just hoping that because the overall response to this has been super negative. Like, overall response to Natlin has been super negative, because everyone can see how unfocused it is. And so there is a mass exodus. People are just quitting the fucking game, man. And I can't blame them. So it's fucking bullshit, man.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
Like, unironically, Mawika is the best part of entire Natlan. Because she's the only character that's written consistently.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Oh.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
Bruh. Okay.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
That sweet ass boy.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Yeah, the Russian mafia.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
I mean, no.
It's too early to say.
You weren't.
Let's follow them and see what's
They
really
o-
going on.
They organized a fucking... They nearly destroyed Liyue. They
So
organized
this is where
an
they were
attack.
headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Oh no, is it a sneak mission?
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
unironically,
I can
same
use this
dude.
terrain to
Same
my
dude.
advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
Dude, like, absolutely same. I prefer the side stories in Yakuza 2. They are just more fun. At one point they get tedious, I'm not gonna lie to you. They get tedious at one point. And the overall story writing kinda improves with time. But Majima's story, I fucking love Majima's story in Zero. Probably my favorite in all of the games. Probably my favorite in all of the games, Majima's story in Zero. But like, fuck man, like, yeah, the side content is the best. The side content is what makes the game. That's why I am so worried about a TV show. In 5 days, the TV show is released. In 5 fucking days, we get a TV show, and the makers were like, oh, we are not going to include the silly things, the karaoke and the side things that are like silly and over the top. We want to make a serious take on the story. And it's like, But the silly shit is what makes it great. The fact that you have this serious, gritty gangster story with gang wars, violence, and death, and people fighting for their lives and standing against death for what they believe in, on one hand, and then you walk down the street and you're arguing with a grandma who cut in line, and she tries to play this sexual harassment card on you when you would never fucking touch her because she's butthole ugly. Or you get pulled into a fucking story where a guy just wants to attack you and he's like, what the fuck you doing strutting around like a peacock? And you tell him, I peacocked your mom. I peacocked your mom. Or you fucking walk down the street and you meet a dude that's just in his underwear and is like, oh yeah man, I love jerking off so much. Oh, I gotta go see some hot ladies in a club and then fantasize about them at home. Like, that's the fucking shit I live for. Like, that's the shit I live for, man. Or that you go down the street and you bump into some dudes and they're like, oh fuck you, we're gonna beat you up, and then you beat them up and they're like, oh fucking wait for it, our boss is gonna show up, he's gonna beat you, and the boss shows up and he's like, I'm so fucking sorry for my dipshit subordinates, like they shouldn't have done that, that's my fault, I apologize, let me repay you, I will send you to my favorite adult place, I will pay for everything. You're free of charge, full service, that's on me as a repayment, please accept it. And you go, and and you're expecting just a normal hooker, and she starts talking about changing your diaper, and who's a big boy, who's a good boy, who wants mommy's milk, and you're like, what the fuck, bitch? And you open a side door to exit, and behind the side door you find another room with the guy and his men in diapers, being like, yeah man, fucking this is the best service ever, and you're like, no it's not, you're weird, and you have to fight a bunch of grown men in diapers. Like, that's the insane shit, that like, that's what makes this game, the fact that you go through this very serious stuff and then that shit happens. The very existence of Majima, like the very existence of Majima. Like, I fucking love in Kiwami 1. In Kiwami 1, you have this system of Majima everywhere, and Majima is just like randomly gonna pop up as a fight, and it's a very difficult fight. But as you hit some levels, it will unlock like new special fights for him. And at one point, you get a message like, hey dude, go to this hostess club. There is a special hostess waiting for you there. And you go to meet her, and it's just Majima in a dress and a wig. It's just Majima in a dress and a wig. And he doesn't even attack you. He's just like properly servicing you as a hostess. Making small talk, pouring your drink and all that shit. And when you're like, the fuck you doing? He gets offended and takes you out to fight you. Like, it's the insane shit. Like, I fucking love it. Or like, he's fucking just sitting in a trash can looking for, like, the fuck is he? The fuck is he?
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
Or the simple fact that in Zero, Kiryu spends copious hours playing with RC cars with a group of children.
I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
Where these children call him by the first name and not Kun at the end.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right, all right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
So yeah, how can you make fucking Yakuza show
Guess
without
that
the
means
insane
I
shit?
win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike.
It hurts.
Got your ropes?
It hurts. Like as much as I love Genshin,
Yeah, let's go.
this story quest just hurt me. Like this bit is fine. I'm completely fine with this bit. I'm not a huge fan of Chaska, but I'm fine with this bit. But the overall, like I unironically cannot go through this story without getting infuriated. Like I keep getting mad. I just keep getting mad. You fucking see her.
Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should
I
wait
play?
for Koichi's signal.
Can I like play the game? Oh shit, that's the signal. Thumbs up. I had a timer on this. Thumbs up. That's the signal.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
He's fucking fat.
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight.
Don't you have any
Wait for her
movement?
signal.
Sure. Sure. Because that's how binoculars work and not like fucking cameras. Bruh.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Don't you have like a movement skill like the everyone else in this nation?
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal.
Just stop. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yes, that's a signal she'll definitely
Time
see.
to move.
Go. Okay. How did she not see her there before? It's like literally in
That
her
was
line of
close.
sight.
Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for
Where
my
is
next
Chaska?
chance. Now's my chance.
Okay. Wow. Fucking Assassin's Creed.
That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow.
Okay.
Wait, I've got it.
What? Toss out the mysterious sphere. What? I don't know what this is, but should work. Why attack the capybara? Why attack the capybaras?
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stinks!
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
Idiots left their post.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming!
Bruh. Fucking Assassin's Creed.
I checked, and this way is completely clear. It's...
Okay, then let's...
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm
What the
surprised they
fuck?
mobilized this many people.
What
I
is
doubt
that?
it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is
Okay.
ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for.
Okay.
Took us
Janowski.
long enough. Come on. Let's
I
get
know I
this
did
thing
by that
back.
name.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
I'll find it.
What was that sound?
I'll find it so fucking hilarious when we finally get to Snezhnaya, and this entire time, for the past 4 years, by then 5, Snezhnaya was clearly and very deliberately portrayed as the pre-communist Russia, like under Tsar's rule Russia, but going into communism. It was very clearly portrayed like that this entire time. Even with names like Yanovsky, where Russia is probably the only Slavic language speaking country that would spell this name like that. Other ones would not have a Y in here, they would have a J or I. Russian has a Y. Same goes for spelling it with a V like this instead of a W. And we get to it. We get to Snezhnaya, and it's not Russia at all. It's just not. It's like fucking Spain. Or even better, like Netherlands. Or, funny enough, like fucking Poland or Czech. Like... it's like... Pre-communist Russia is interesting. The entire line of Alexanders, it's really interesting. Like their relations, their attempts, how it went south, what they did, what they didn't. How the last Tsar of Russia was considered by people like a heartless monster, which he kind of was, but most of the time it was just he was fucking inept at his job. He didn't know what he was doing properly, and just his mistakes and stupid decisions was making like worse of a thing than it should have, and it made people fucking think he's just a bloodthirsty monster. So it's very interesting. It's very fucking interesting. The whole thing with Rasputin, bruh, the whole thing with Rasputin. But yeah, I would love so hard if, like, instead of Russia, Snezhnaya is just like Poland. It's just kind of Poland. They just do a full shift. Like, Natlan was meant to be Mesoamerica, but instead of like Mesoamerican Aztec cultures, they have fucking Africa, which instead of Africa, it's like it's African world design, but culture design is fucking African Americans in the 90s. like 1990s. It's Hawaii and Native Americans. There was barely any Aztec Mesoamerican culture in this. So it would be hilarious. Like, we had this whole setup for Russia, Snezhnaya, and it's not Russia, it's just a different Slavic country.
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Why would you... Why did she do that?
You'll regret that! After them!
Why did she do that? Why would she do that?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Bruh.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patients. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy.
Oh, by the
start
way, I had a
investigating
wonderful
the source
fucking idea.
mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
I have a wonderful fucking idea. So, like, because I'm in Europe and we don't really celebrate Halloween here, that's a very American thing. So I never really went for like costume things or anything like that for Halloween. Like, for me, on the same night we have a different respecting the dead traditions and they are not party involved. But I'm friends with a bunch of Mexicans now, so they do shit for Halloween with costumes and everything. So I had a wonderful fucking idea. I will go to this outlet store we have here, buy a shitty blonde wig, buy just bright orange face paint, wear a suit, and go visit them as Donald Trump. Go to the party as Donald Trump, like, I'm here to check all of your papers. Even better, buy a fake mustache, a sombrero, and go as a El Mexico Presidente. I am the undercover president. I am here to check on all of the illegals to make sure who is actually with papers and doing work and deserves to be a proud American and who gets over the wall. You're fired from living. Just such a wonderful idea.
Yummy snacks!
Yay. There we go. How much longer will this take? But man, I fucking love like doing Trump voice. It's so fun to do. I immediately get into it. I close my I half close my eyes. I start waving my hands around, doing the little hand thingy, you know. Doing the little hand thingy.
I am the best in the world. Why would you say I look like an elephant? I do not look like an elephant at all. Have you seen my nose? Have you seen my ears? My right is a little bit shorter now since I got shot. I am nothing like an elephant. The only thing I have in common with an elephant is our length. I mean, look at my hands. Would someone with hands like mine not be close in size to an elephant?
I fucking love that. It's so fun to do.
What's next for you two?
Yeah.
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe you.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
So you need to look after yourself.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Damn, that's going in her ass.
Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Man, I love this design
Neither of
so
us
much.
really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways.
I fucking love this design so much,
Maybe
man.
I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, that's
I'll
really
be back
in the.
once everything's settled at home.
That's really
There's
fucking
no rush.
in the.
At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two.
Okay, so what now? Are we done?
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Yeah. Footsteps. Oh, Citlali.
Ahem. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Sure. Okay.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. And something about his Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
Should have restrained
I'm
him.
not surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus,
I mean,
he was
he's
on
both.
guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable. And this
Sure,
gem is what makes the talisman work.
It looks like half of a ancient name.
Just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
Damn.
Amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can.
Okay, fair enough.
That trick
Like,
he
I
used
like her
to
as
bring
a
you to the
character.
Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way.
I like her
My
as a character,
technique
but
is
I don't
much
like
more
her.
subtle.
I
He
don't
won't
like her
notice
design.
anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
I honestly don't care if he does.
Tough question.
I don't care if he does.
Have a
I want
grandma,
him
so
dead.
She's not the best person to ask.
I hate him, so I don't care. The more he suffers, the more deserved I will think it'll be.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him.
Oh my god.
But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
So you're less than 500.
Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait! Who are you calling a crybaby?
Oh, shush.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, I don't care. And I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their—
You sure you'll be okay?
Just
We can
keep
come
going.
with.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Yeah,
Is
duh.
that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because
I mean, Baimon's right.
You really mean it?
I mean, fuck, we said it.
Fine. You can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Yeah,
don't
sure.
worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism.
Yes.
All right,
go.
time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I. Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, new symbol. But man, I'll still be buying the Genshin physical card game once it comes out.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future.
Bigger?
And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good.
Kanbi.
How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Ah, can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Does he have a vampire teeth?
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Ha! Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a Saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me.
He
I've already
doesn't look
wrapped
like a
your share of the
gardener.
produce. Here you go.
He does not look like a
You
gardener.
really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He
has
didn't bring
ripped
many men with
jeans
him,
and
but they're all
sleeveless
elite
shirt.
warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions.
I hate him so.
If you run into them, be careful.
Has such a stupid design. He has such a stupid design.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Okay, he lives super
Not
close to Science
an
of Canopy.
inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them?
Bruh.
I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
Okay.
I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
No.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
And what's her promise?
My lord!
Yeah, but not living with me anymore.
Ignore him. He is no threat.
No, he knows of him.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care.
We have a dog living with my parents.
He's strong, I can tell.
And I've been
There's something
feeding the
unusual about
cats
him,
outside my
also
building.
familiar in some way.
I named
can't
them
describe
Cecile
it.
and Fred. Oh, Tarko.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
Okay.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Oh? Oh. He has the same ability as...
That was a spell
Oh.
from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight.
Okay.
However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the
Okay.
Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
I mean, Fatui were always fighting the Abyss. That was like their whole point. That's like their goal. They want to destroy the Abyss. Like, why would they not be fighting the Abyss? Like, that's like their whole thing, man.
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's the day he attacked. Okay.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act.
Bruh, he's just fucking
This nation
impatient.
is out of time.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
And you make the decision yourself, huh?
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do?
Yeah?
They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top?
Wait, so he fucking lied to us. Like, Auroran clearly fucking lied to us. Because when we first met him, he was like, oh, I'm helping the Fatui because they threatened me. They told me if I don't help them, they're gonna get to Granny and make her help them. And that they have a way to force her to help them. They didn't. They told him to fuck off. They were ignoring him, so he helped them out here. He helped the captain out in this case to run away. Of his own volition. He wasn't forced, he just did it.
Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
Oh my
Can't
god.
let that happen.
So you saved the terrorist. So you saved the terrorist. Because that's what we call a terrorist. He's a terrorist.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
I mean, he wasn't...
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something.
You did.
My
you
soul
did.
is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help
He
you.
just came up and he was like, I'm taking over, I'm making rules, and they just attacked her. He didn't ask her question.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Motherfucking...
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Yeah.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
I would argue
Don't
it is.
forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
Oh my god.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Then he did the thing to me. And I'm assuming that's what proved him worthy of joining the plan.
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Yep, that, yeah.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. By reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Okay. And why not just, like, you know, bring it up to the Pyro Archon? If you have a plan that works that is better, you can just fucking tell her. You can't just, like,
Traveler,
tell
Paimon.
her.
Are you two all right?
Wait.
Paimon's fine, just,
If that plan came from Auroran, why didn't he just fucking talk about it? What? Why didn't he go over to just, like, talk about it? Tell it to the people most interested in doing it, not to the terrorist that just comes in guns blazing instead of talking to the authority. Like, that is so stupid. That is so stupid. Are you okay, Sitlali?
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past.
What was that animation?
For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants.
I hate him more
Show
now.
him. If he tries to
I
run
hate him
one
more
more
now.
time, he's got another thing coming.
maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
I hate him.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But
Maybe.
how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Try to seize Ignos for the same
Which
purpose.
means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroran's memory proves that.
Yeah, but Auroran hasn't been.
Obsessed with saving Natlan. Oh, we've got to tell Moeka about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this.
Someone's
Now.
coming. Oh, I guess not. It was just steps for no reason. Is there Act 4 available? Oh, there is. There is Act 4 available. All right. God, man, like, no joke. No joke. Did I not? Did I not?
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
I thought I collected these. I was sure I did. Okay. Man, you know what? Like, man, this is Act 4, man. This is fucking Act 4. Bruh. It's so